It is a Fox News alert. 2 minutes and 30 seconds from right now, we will see whether or not Punxsutawney Phil in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania sees his shadow, and there will be 6 more weeks of winter or an early spring. Janice Dean has been in Punxsutawney many, many times and joins us right now with her personal observations. Janice, we just don't know, do we?
You know, I have to say it's more often than not that the groundhog calls for 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
You know, when you look back historically, in the last 10 years, it was 6 times he predicted 6 more weeks of winter and only 4 times early spring. And so I'm going to err on the side of probably 6 more weeks of winter because we actually have a huge winter storm happening across the country right now.
Right, yeah.
They say this is the biggest crowd ever.
Really?
Midweek.
Oh, midweek, yes, because when it does come on a weekend, I mean, this town loves this day because that's where they get all of their revenue on, you know, around Groundhog Day. So these people come from all places across the country to see this big event in Punxsutawney.
I mean, that crowd was amazing. What is it like being in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania?
It is awesome. So right now we are waiting for Punxsutawney Phil to come out of his little burrow.
Does he come out on his own?
No.
They have to grab him. One of the inner circle right now is going to grab him. And this is when the groundhog is going to actually talk to one of the inner circle, the handlers, in groundhogese. And then the handler, who is fluent in groundhogese, will then translate the forecast.
Where do you study groundhogese?
That's a very good question. This is very secretive.
Well, it is outside the library in Punxsutawney, so maybe they've got a book inside. Anyway, they're knocking on the door. They're about to bring him out. Let's listen live to whether or not. Think spring, folks.
Okay. Does that mean anything? Think spring?
It means we just hope winter ends soon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here he goes.
Positive vibes.
Oh, there he is. I mean, revered groundhog since the 1800s here.
It's an old groundhog.
And this is the original Phil, by the way.
It's the same groundhog every year. It's a
same
magical
groundhog. They
groundhog.
have the elixir that they give him every year to make sure that he lives.
So he's about 140 years old because the Germans actually, this is based on Candlemas, when the Germans, and they brought the tradition to Pennsylvania.
We have with us 2 scrolls that have been
They had to figure out how many candles they needed for the rest of winter.
Oh,
Anyway,
and here are the
let's see it.
scrolls.
and one is winter. Are you ready to find out?
Yes. Early spring.
You look beautiful today. Billy, help me out. Put your hand on the cane with me.
Now, pay attention, he's saying. You get that one?
We got a prediction.
Hey.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready? Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Today, 2/2/22. Welcome to Punxsutawney to celebrate Groundhog Day, the 136th annual trek of the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club. Punxsutawney Phil, the seer of seers, the prognosticator of all prognosticators, was gently lifted from his burrow at 7:25 a.m. Held high to see, his faithful followers had returned with glee. Placing Phil on top of the stump, where in groundhogese, he directed the president, Jeff Lundy, and the inner circle to his prediction scroll that reads, "Winter has been bleak, dark, and bereft of hope. Yet winter is just another step in the cycle of life." As I look over the faces of the true believers from around the world, I lost my space. I bask in the warmth of your hearts. I couldn't imagine a better fate. With my shadow I have cast than a long, lustrous 6 more weeks of winter.
What's your reaction, Jen?
I kind of assumed this, you know. I've watched this event for several years. I've taken part in it, and it's just more often than not he will predict a longer winter.
I was hoping for an early spring because we've had so much bad news, and now from the Groundhog.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's how you look at it,
Where
right?
do these people go now?
They leave pretty much immediately and go to the bar in Punxsutawney.
And
Okay, so this is a bar event for some people.
For some people, but it is quite amazing. Everyone comes in at 3 a.m., and then as soon as it's done, they're out.
They're out.
But I will
They're
say it
at
is a
the
bucket list.
bars.
If you can, if you have the chance, and maybe next year, Brian, you and I will go because I
That would be
feel
great.
you
Right.
need some Groundhog Day love.
Right, unless of course you get 6 more weeks of winter, it's a bit of a downer.
Oh, it's okay.
We love Punxsutawney Phil, but you are still our favorite meteorologist, Janice.
Oh,
that
thank
was
you
fun.
so much.
6 more weeks of winter.
6 more years of Janice.
I hope longer than that.
Right, yeah, I guess so. I didn't know you were sunsetting.
But you never know.
Right.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.